How long in your life have you been homeless?
Maybe like 10 years, sir.
Any particular reason why?
I'm an adult, Corona hit, and I became homeless.
You're homeless because you wanted to be homeless. Court is going to sentence you to... All right, the court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison. I'm not following that plea. Okay, thank you.
We've got 2 cases lined up today, and both of them are absolutely wild. The first features this overly confident homeless guy spinning a story that Judge Boyd sees through in about 3 seconds flat. The second case takes a much darker turn. I even had to blur parts of it because the details were that graphic. What makes both of these cases so satisfying to watch is the same thing. They come in expecting one outcome, and then Judge Boyd completely flips the script, leaving them stunned. Honestly, it's kinda hilarious watching the exact moment they realize things aren't going their way. Even though the 2 cases showcase totally different kinds of entitlement, the theme is the same, a reality check served cold. So what do you think? Did either of these defendants deserve a break, or was Judge Boyd spot on? Let's dive in and find out.
Are you Andrew Drago?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. On June 30th, you entered a plea of no contest to the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to the plea bargaining agreement, the state is proceeding on counts 1 and 2. There's punishment to be assessed at a cap of 5 years. There's $2,500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and the state is silent on your application. And there is a no contact order that's outside the agreement. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any objections, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor.
All right. Are there any witnesses, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses?
Yes, I'll call the defendant.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Matthew Andrew Drogo.
All right. Defense?
Mr. Hidrogo, we're here asking the court for probation, deferred adjudication today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be asking you some questions. I'd like you to answer them directly and truthfully, okay? At the time of this offense, you were homeless, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And make sure you speak out loud.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And looking through the PSI, I suspect that you've been homeless for quite some time. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You have, respectfully, you have an extensive criminal history, particularly with respect to misdemeanors, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it appears that most of those were for theft or criminal trespass.
Yes, sir.
Is that because you were homeless during those times?
Yes, sir.
You do have some felonies, but it looks like you've never been to GDC, correct?
Yes, sir.
You've been to state jail, however, on 3 times.
Yes, sir.
And were those for offenses related to your homelessness as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long in your life, give or take, have you been homeless?
Maybe like 10 years, sir.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
No, sir, just I'm an adult, Corona hit me and my family, and I became homeless.
Okay. Now, there's a few things that I want to speak to that the PSI addresses, okay? Now, in the PSI, you frankly, you deny committing the offense, correct? You state that you were acting in self-defense.
Yes, sir.
However, you chose to plead to this and not proceed to jury trial because you did not feel the jury would believe your defense. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I spoke to you about that again this morning. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you persist that you do not want a jury trial because of the fact that you don't believe the jury will believe your defense. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Also, the PSI mentions that you are a confirmed gang member. And to that, how do you respond?
No, sir, I'm not a confirmed woman.
Let me start over. They're just saying that you have to be careful what you ask for. And potentially, if the judge gives you deferred adjudication, and you violate that deferred adjudication, the court could at that time sentence you up to 20 years in prison versus the 5 years, which is the maximum today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So you understand that if you are asking for deferred adjudication and you get it, you better do everything that's asked of you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to be able to do what's asked of you, especially considering the fact that you've been essentially homeless for the last 10 years?
Yes, sir.
Would you remain homeless if the court gives you deferred adjudication, or do you have plans?
No, sir. I got a place to stay
Where?
with my mom.
Right? Respectfully, why have you not stayed with her up to now?
Because I was trying to look for a job, but I was homeless, so I just stayed roaming the streets, just try to keep her safe from Corona, because I probably thought I had Corona too. But I guess I don't have it. Yeah.
So, but going forward, if you're given an opportunity on deferred adjudication, you've decided and your mom has agreed that you'll reside with her.
Yes, sir.
I'm just not buying this guy's story at all. He's trying to explain why he's been homeless for 10 years, and he blames it on CO, even though CO has only been around for 5 years. That kind of excuse instantly tells a judge is not serious about taking accountability. And honestly, his whole attitude makes it worse. His leaning back like probation would be some kind of favor the court owes him. But probation isn't free time. It's basically a contract with the court. One mistake, and you don't just reset. You're looking at real prison time. I'm guessing he didn't realize that. To be real, I don't think he'd last on probation anyway. He gives off the vibe that the rules don't apply to him. What's wild is that even if he failed, Judge Boyd probably wouldn't max him out. She's known for giving people chance after chance. I don't always agree with it, but she can definitely be unpredictable when it comes to second chances. Still, every time this guy opens his mouth, he just digs himself deeper. What do you think? Does he actually fool anyone here? Or is Judge Boyd just letting him talk so he proves her point for her?
The PSI, specifically the TAP, does not show that any drug treatment is necessary at this time. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
You don't have a substance abuse disorder?
No, sir.
Is there anything else you want the court to know?
No, sir.
I'll pass. Stay silent and I'll pass the witness.
State, do you have any questions?
Just briefly, Your Honor. Sir, Mr. Darrell, the 2 times that you were given felony probation, you were given probation, but then you were revoked off your probation. Is that correct? One in 2009 for burglary of a building. Do you recall that?
I can't remember what I think it was before.
And then also evading arrest, second, back in 2014. You were revoked in 2014 and revoked in 2009. Do you recall that?
I can't remember. Yes, sir. I think so.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
No question, Karen.
All right, I have a few questions. What gang are they alleging that you belong to?
Oh, they're trying to say I'm a Sureño. Sureño
Why would they say that?
13. Because they said I had a 13 on my stomach. They said I was a Sureño, but I'm not.
What's significant about the number 13 for you that you would tattoo it on your stomach?
It's just like I don't got it tattooed. It was just like a number I got when I was younger. But it's like a lucky number. It's not a gang thing. Like it's different stuff. It's just a number for like.
So why all the numbers would you put that on there?
Because it's for my name, Matthew. It's M2 for middle initial Matthew. Just a lucky number 13. I'm not affiliated, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't know many people who just put 13 on their bodies because they think it's lucky. Unless they're gambling, and I don't think 13 is a lucky number when you gamble. All right. So why is it you can't hold a job for longer than 6 months?
Because I was trying to apply for SSI checks, Your Honor.
SSI for what?
Mental disability. When I was in school, I was getting SSI checks. I was in behavior improvement special ed classes when I was growing up.
There are a lot of people who are in special ed classes. They don't qualify for SSI. So again, we're back to this point because What you told your attorney was COVID hit and all these other things happened, and that is why you were homeless.
Yes, Your Honor.
But I don't know how you can not be homeless if you're only working 6 months at a time. So again, we're back to the question of why is the longest job you've ever had has been for 6 months?
Because I had it for 6 months and then I stopped and just became homeless.
So basically your homelessness was a choice because you stopped working at whatever job you had. You stopped working at 6 months.
I tried to get SSI too, Your Honor.
No, you don't. So what ends up happening is you have a job for 6 months. Did you have a bank account?
Oh, Your Honor.
So you have a job for 6 months, you have no savings, and you decide to quit your job in the hopes of getting SSI.
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't, and you end up homeless.
Yeah, I didn't get it because they had me on hold. They said I signed out the papers and everything, but they said it would take anywhere from like a year. I was waiting for like a year, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Drago, I'm focusing on why you're homeless because you're making it seem as though you're homeless because things happened to you, not because you did certain things. So it appears to the court, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, you're homeless because you wanted to be homeless. You had a job, you have been working it for 6 months, you decide to quit that job, you have no money in your bank account, and so you just become homeless.
Because I thought I had corona, but I didn't have it, Your Honor.
So you didn't have corona,
Yeah.
so then that excuse is out the window.
That's when I got in trouble.
So you were just homeless basically because you wanted to be homeless.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now let's get to the next question. So the complainants in this case, were they eating at a restaurant?
No, Your Honor, they're pulling up to a restaurant.
All right, so they're pulling up to a restaurant and you disturbed them, asking them for money to support you, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you're homeless and you don't want to work. So you want to get money from people who are trying to just go to a restaurant and enjoy their meal in peace, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, how old is your mother?
My mother, she's like 50 something. I'm not so sure, Your Honor.
All right, so you don't know how old your mother is. What's her date of birth?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Do you know what month she was born in?
Oh, Your Honor.
Do you know what day it is?
It's 4/27.
So you're saying she was born in April?
I don't know, Your Honor. I don't know when she was born. I don't know. She's like 56, 57.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 37.
This part is almost laughable. He claims that if he gets probation, he'll go lie with his mom, but then can't even answer basic questions about her, like her birthday or even her age. Judges pick up on those little details because they reveal whether someone's plan is genuine or just something they threw together to sound good. And here, it's beyond obvious. Let's be real. If he can't even name her birthday, chances are his mom isn't exactly signing up to house him. That either means he's never acknowledged it before, or maybe he just blanked out in court. Some people do freeze under pressure, sure. But based on his demeanor and the lies he's already told about his homelessness, I just don't buy it. To me, it's clear he's just trying to dodge jail time. And the vibe he gives off? Lazy, unmotivated, unwilling to take accountability. Just trying to coast. That's the exact mindset that lands you right back in front of a judge facing jail time. So what do you think? Should Judge Boyd have even entertained that excuse, or just cut him off and called it what it was, a flat-out lie?
Is there anything else you wish to say, Mr. Idrago?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty in count 1 and count 2. Court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison in each count. Each count will run concurrent. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Idrago, when you get out, you need to make better choices. Get employed. If we want stuff, we have to work for it. I know people think it's okay to come up to people and ask them for money, but sometimes people don't want to be bothered. They're just trying to spend time with their family. You understand?
Yeah.
Good luck. And are you David Newman? Are both parties ready to proceed on this motion to revoke? Are you the same David Matthew Newman who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 0689 for the offense of possession of on February 1st, 2022 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
The defendant, David Matthew Newman, did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department program, and that the defendant failed to comply with the instructions of Lone Star Offender Treatment Program, his court-ordered sex offender treatment program, and that the defendant was suspended from treatment for failing to abide by treatment program rules in violation of Condition 13B.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, ma'am.
State.
In Condition 13H, on or about the 12th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, David Matthew Newman, did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervisions and Corrections Department program, and that the defendant was in possession of materials in violation of Condition 13H.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? State.
And lastly, the state is proceeding under Condition 16 on or about the 21st day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, David Matthew Newman, failed to comply with Chapter 62 requirements in violation of Condition 16.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to violations 13B, 13H, and 16, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 10 years in the prison, and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 13B, 13H, and 16?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find 13B, 13H, and 16 true. Is there an agreement?
There is an agreement, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
Revocation and a sentence of 6 years TBC.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. With regards to allegation number 16, is that a different type of?
That is non-contraband, not child pornography.
Adult?
Yes.
All right, the court is going to grant the motion, revoke you, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. There's to be Chapter 62 registration. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a limited right to appeal, and that's as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Good.
Yes.
The deal was for 6 years, and I believe you announced 8. Is that?
Yes. I'm not following that plea. Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, if you think you can play games in Judge Boyd's courtroom, think again, because this did not end well for either of these clowns. The first guy got called out instantly for his nonsense, and the second one, that went from bad to worse real quick. Honestly, I think it was completely justified given what he was being charged with. The deal on the table was 6 years, but Judge Boyd hit him with 8. You could literally see his whole face change the moment it sank in. And honestly, I don't blame her one bit. Did you catch that weird thing he was doing with his shirt? Pulling it up and acting all awkward? His whole demeanor just came off creepy and off-putting. I know you guys saw it too. But here's the bigger point. I think Judge Boyd added those extra years because judges hate feeling like they are being played. If you walk in smug, creepy, or disrespectful, it only hurts your case. Bottom line, if you can't show respect to the court, don't expect mercy from it. What do you think? Though, was Judge Boyd too harsh here, or was she spot on? Let me know, and thanks so much for watching.